right, here we go. Now we're live. I'm sitting here talking to Sidewalk. What's going on, everybody, by the way? Sitting here talking to Sidewalk, completely think I've been streaming for the last 10 minutes, and I had it on preview mode. And I'm sitting here looking, and I'm like, I know that I'm nothing special and everything, but we've been streaming for 10 minutes, and I don't have any viewers yet. I don't know what the deal is.
You think someone would pop up?
I mean, my mom, somebody should watch, But... All right, there we go. Now everybody's there. What's up, guys? Unicorn, Black Build. Oh, the stupidity I bring some days.
Streaming's hard, man.
Pressing the right button of the two. I mean, you got a 50-50 shot to get it right, just, innately.
I don't know, man. There's like 5 buttons there in a vertical line. I can't always hit that properly. My aim's not that good. Just check my toilet.
That's so funny. I had my stream starting soon thing and everything run into a preview. Derp. Oh, I'm right on time, PCT. I just didn't hit the right button. I've been here streaming to you guys for, like I said, for like 10 minutes now. And, no love on the button mashing. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to do some public matches today. And we haven't done that in a few weeks. And that'll allow Side and I to talk about all the good shit. So...
there was some good shit yesterday. Not, like, a lot of big things. But that post had a lot of small things strewn about into it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like there's just several things. First off, obviously, the biggest question on everybody's mind for the last 3 months has been when. And now we finally know when, and it's closer than I thought it was going to be.
Oh yeah, same. I'm really surprised. Maybe it's just we've been in this mindset maybe that, it's going to be so long from now for so long now that it's finally not so long now.
Oh, yeah.
If that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, it makes sense.
But I was expecting March. I was expecting sometime in March, which, I mean, it is a day off from, but...
Yeah. Well, I just been too optimistic about this whole update, which I'm glad we finally know for sure when it's going to be here now, but... I mean, I said December 14th, then I said January 5th, then I said February 14th or whatever. I'm just so happy it's actually going to get here. So what did you get out of that? Now, granted, with the new systems, it's not going to be anything any of us would want to do anyway. But previously, they were saying, like with Onslaught mode, that it was going to go unchanged for this update. And then now they decided, it seems like, to just yank it out. Which is fine. But I was just, I was curious what your thoughts were on that. I mean, we knew there wasn't going to be an Onslaught rework yet. They clearly stated that. But, I don't dislike Onslaught. It's just not rewarding.
As a concept, it's always been okay, but it's never been, executed in a way that was interesting. And... I feel like it's kind of just been a little bit of a weight on development there, that it's always been kind of half in their mind to get done.
Yeah.
And if they can, put it up, officially set it aside for, not ever, but, same with kind of what they're doing with incursions right now, is they're kind of just, saying, all right, these are being put off to the side, and we're going to focus on the main game, and then once they can probably develop, put time into it,
Yeah. And then...
I look forward to that, but for now, I'm kind of okay. I didn't see much point to using it other than, there's a couple neat weapons, get some pets or gear up a hero the first time, but it's not really a necessary addition to the game right now. And if they're not gonna, and I'm not, saying it's bad that they're not putting the time into it, but if they can't put the time into it right now, maybe don't have it there.
Right, absolutely. All right, we got a Mr. Juicebags for the win. What about Sidewalk Hero for the win? I think we should not join that one purposely.
Hey, excuse me?
Oh, I'm sorry, in the game browser. There's a public matchup.
Oh.
It's like, what the hell, guys?
I haven't even looked at them.
I just ran over and peeked at it. It's Unholy Catacombs. I'm kind of curious as to who it might be, though. What's going on there, Mr. Fishron? That's the thing. Gers just mentioned it in the YouTube chat there, but that's the thing with Onslaught is when you compare it to Survival, it was such a popular model in the original game. You know, I mean, people loved it, and you know, going to the at wave 25 or wave 35 or whatever, and you get some nice reward for it. But on the same note, it got challenging. You know, the last waves. Well, I don't even want to say the last waves, because by then you had everything fully upgraded, but some waves on that were sketchy. I mean, even in, like, completely decked out, you had to get to that point. Now, having the pets that were more effective, the genies that would, every time you did damage or whatever, there was a chance that it would summon mana for you. And it was a lot. It, like, filled the equivalent of the green mana bar. It filled it, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or whatever. So you got everything, you got everything fully upgraded really quick. But that was part of the fun, too, I mean, I just hope...
Rewarded for it like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, see, that was the thing, too, is it was... Although the reward was guaranteed, the chance of getting a good one was not. So it was still, you still did it a million times. Oh yeah, we got Sidewalk Hero here. Omni gave you a bunch of kudos last night. You should be proud of him.
What does that mean?
We were playing around with some potential bugginess stuff on stream last night, and he was using the oil geysers to kill flyers quite a bit, and he said that he got that from you, and that he likes it when you stream. He said that you're very informative on some of the different challenge maps and all that you do.
Oh, the oil geyser thing was kind of funny. I was doing fire stuff because flamethrowers in the new patch, and I was doing Malthius there, and like I just had the front place with the boss like just covered in oil geysers, and they were going off the ground enemies, but then I saw like the flyers were getting oiled, right? So like those things are, I mean, they're not geysers just in name, they're really shooting up there.
Yeah,
They got some real verticality to them. It kind of got me wondering, like, just how high can they hit?
the range on them seems pretty large. I mean, we were doing...
Yeah, for sure.
We were doing forest biome quite a bit yesterday just to test the... There's a little funniness going on. You can't quite even narrow it down or explain it, but with with elemental chaos traps. I don't know if you caught any of that stream last night. It was late for you.
Nah, I was sleeping.
Well,
what happened?
If you go elemental chaos with an oil geyser right behind it for the slow, and then a lightning strike Zara covering it all with 3 frosties. It every now and then, like when the large sphere procs, the numbers on the tooltip go red, but the DPS spikes like through the roof, and it actually shows. Really? Yeah, and it actually shows, like on the damage dealt number, it shows it go up in massive chunks. I mean, just like one elemental chaos trap explosion with that proc, and the damage done goes up like 1.5 million. I mean, it was significant, and we can reproduce it over and over and over again, but can't really dial down what exactly is causing it.
Going up. I've noticed back when the rollers first came out, I noticed the bees damage dealt was like hitting like 2 billion or something.
Huh.
I wonder if it's something similar to that, or maybe it's just like, I mean, was it actually hitting that hard, or was it just a display thing?
See, that's the thing we don't know either. Now, everything was dying, though. That's the thing. I
mean, maybe there was some awesome combos going on.
It seemed like that Frosty bonus had a weird stacking or something with the, not the trap itself, but the proc. And maybe that's what it was. But, I don't know, it's just hard to explain, but everything was dying. But in the process, anyway, of doing all that, the oil geysers were nailing the flyers. And, you know, the flyers come in so low on that map. The oil geysers were having a heyday with them. They were just tearing them up.
Were they killing the flares?
Well, they were slowing them enough for the Frosties to take them out.
Okay, yeah, still.
But, I mean, we didn't have to even look at any flyers. You know, I mean, they were just all dying. So, I mean, the combination was huge. And then even, like, tried to narrow it down, the whole little buggy thing. And you can get it to proc like that just with the Frosties and Elemental Chaos. But it's just not near as frequent. And I think part of that reason is the oil geyser makes the bads just park right there in range of the Elemental Chaos.
It's a hefty slow on it.
Yeah, like it is significant. I wish it had a bigger range.
Well, you know, this next patch, I have a feeling you might be seeing that. But I like to combo like all 3 traps. Well, not all. There's more than 3, but anyways, the oil geyser, the sand trap, and then an elemental chaos, and kind of just put them in a line, and just give them kind of like cascading CC towards damage, because like that oil geyser slow is pretty hefty. And then you get the slow from the sand trap, and then you stun, and it works quite well, and you get like kind of a chain of CC to get things then stunned on top of the elemental chaos. And I'm not gonna say it's good or bad, because I've never really looked at it that in depth, but it's fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, sorry guys, Theodore just mentioned here that I'm not answering many comments. You gotta realize, guys, we got YouTube chat going now and 2 Twitch chats going right now. Plus we're trying to talk to each other, so sorry that all your comments aren't getting answered, but we're just talking about stuff there, Darth Zell. Verticality, that's right. Man, I tell you, it's getting, the closer and closer it gets to update day, the harder it's getting to decide who's going to be the first 4 in your deck on the first run. You know? Or will there be more than 4? You know, will you swap out?
I mean, variety's the spice of tower defense, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's going to be so much stuff to check out. It's going to be fun as hell.
Probably a little overwhelming day one. Actually, it's probably for the best to just kind of pick 4 and go with it.
Yeah.
So not like, I've got this naive thought that like, oh yeah, I'm going to try to set myself up so I can at least use every defense at the start in some way or another.
Right.
But I have a feeling that might get a little overwhelming with all the different things going on. I'm trying to organize like 9 heroes worth of defenses.
Absolutely. It's just tough. You know, I noticed, now that was actually posted a while ago, but that bug report about the Hornets not, the crit damage not scaling when it goes up, there's a little note from Trendy underneath there saying fixed and waiting for next update.
Did it say that? I was, I saw that comment, I was like, damn, where to say that? Because I've been...
It's on the bug forums. And it just, I mean, just that alone, how could you not have a Dryad in your deck right away? You know? I mean, it's just going to be tough not to. There's definitely some exciting stuff coming. I keep talking about how I'm going to try to sleep like the entire day the day before, but there's no way I'm going to be able to sleep.
How can you sleep?
Right. It's going to just require a bazillion milligrams of caffeine.
I might move my Keurig to my room.
Hell yeah. We've got a full-on espresso machine and all that crap. We're both, the wife and I are kind of addicted a little bit to coffee. And good coffee, you know. But she's taking it to the next level. She's got one of those Keurig machines in her locker at work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
She just can't drink I mean, you know, the coffee at most places of employment is shit. You know, unless you work at a coffee place. Neighbor got his motorcycle out.
Oh, I heard that too.
He's been my... I think I may have mentioned it to you before, but my little redneck karaoke neighbor has...
That's right.
He has quieted down quite a bit. I kind of blew a gasket over there. Went off on him one day, and ever since then he's been pretty quiet. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm grateful.
You should challenge him to a karaoke off.
Oh man, that would be bad. That and it would require just a ton of booze.
Actually, better question, when are you going to do a karaoke stream?
Oh, that's scary. You guys don't want to hear me sing.
Come on, chat. Let them know you want to hear him sing.
Oh no. I think there's a better chance of the Cooking with Juice Bag show watching me make a grilled cheese than watching me sing. And you know, the chances of that are pretty slim, so...
That'd actually be hilarious.
I used to, that Friday night stream, you know, most of the time I usually will end up having a drink or two, you know. And after the stream's over, I always make a grilled cheese sandwich. And they've been giving me a hard time about it for like 6 months to do a Cooking with Juice Bag show.
Yo, you should. I'd watch that. I'd watch the VOD of that.
Watch my drunk ass fumble around in the kitchen and try to make a grilled cheese.
Yep. Hey man, I'd stream that shit if people were interested. That's the dream, man.
Yeah.
That's the dream. Grilled cheese and I don't know, people stroking your ego.
Absolutely.
What else could you ask for?
Theodore, I am usually in Discord about maybe 12 hours a day. So yeah, I'm usually almost always there sitting in Discord.
Man, I spend way too much time looking at Discord chats.
Oh yeah, I hear you. It's you know, trying to fit in this many live streams and do edited content. Discord is a complete distraction for me, I'll be honest. I don't get anything done when I sit there and stare at Discord, yet I continually do it.
What do we have on the roller front? I don't know if I actually have any heroes in my deck. I just kind of came into this game with what I was running last time I played.
Fair enough. I've got...
So we got 11 massive DPS. Are you ready for this?
Should be good.
That's an interesting question.
Yeah, I don't know there. It's Germany. I'm assuming maybe... I don't know. That's the thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to live stream right away. If I do live stream right away, then that'll be the first thing there. But I mean, I can imagine that at least the first hour, at least, is going to be just going through our inventory and figuring stuff out, plugging stuff in sockets, you know, of the freebie stuff that we got. So it's definitely it's hard to say. But, I mean, you know, between Sidewalk and I both, there will be an absolute ton. Ooh, he got me up there. I don't think I've ever been gotten up there on the edge before. Maybe I was standing in the wrong spot. Or no, he's shooting up there. He just killed me again. Or not again.
Everyone's dying. All my friends are dead.
I need to just switch over to the monk and quit playing around.
Oh, this is bad. I'm doing nothing to... I mean...
There we go.
Actually, I got this guy down, like...
I got the pain coming.
So, on my own. I'm pretty proud of that. I punched some fiery balls at him. Going well. I mean, now everyone's helping me out. But that first million... All lava answer.
Oh, yeah. There is a multi-link there, Omni.
Ooh,
I don't. You
right.
remember what the string is? I can never remember how it goes, but it's there naturally.
Multi-twitch.tv/juicebag/sidewalk hero.
Oh, okay. Well, that's easy enough.
Something like that.
I'll put it into night. I need to set that up in Nightbot, so spams it every 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, I have a command. If you just type in like multi in my stream, you get the link to it, and that's what it was.
That's the way to go. Yeah. But that should get you there, Omni. You just have to mute one of the streams. You'll still be able to hear us both, but you won't have all the echo. Yeah, thanks for the build there, guys. Appreciate it.
He's got to watch that Lavamancer roller DPS action.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, I can't, never mind. I can't say that on the internet. But it had something to do with the backside and the Lavamancer's fist. I'll let you guys fill in the blanks to that joke.
So it's just multitwitch.com/juicebags/ Sidewalk Hero, is that right?
Multitwitch.tv.
.tv, okay.
But then, yeah, you got the rest.
Let's see. Throw that out there. It's kind of cool, this little... There is some cool things about this little Restream app. But, like, the chat, it takes like a second for something that I say to get out there, but it automatically goes to YouTube and Twitch. There's Cryo.
Yo, Cryo, what up?
That was Felix's map there.
Yo, solid. It was solid. That's, I actually did that. You know, actually, before I say anything else, I'm surprised we didn't lag out. I thought Sand Vipers crashed them out.
You know, it
So that's
definitely...
awesome that it didn't.
Yeah, for sure. I've seen a few different Sand Viper builds now there. I mean, you think with all the question of it crashing the map, people wouldn't try to do it so often, but everybody's loving the Sand Vipers on that map these days. And
They're so good.
I've seen a little bit of both. I've seen some crashing and some not crashing.
Omni, what up? Maybe it's the difference between like split and ramp up or something. 'Cause I've crashed with split, but I haven't used the ramp up ones, which were probably what we were using there. Since if you have a PDT, why would you build a split Viper?
Right. I'm not sure. I didn't look, to be honest with you. The PDT is the OP build there, Joni. But, I mean, there's lots of options. Abyss Lord Archers are still pretty beast. PDTs are beast. Protons are beast. Everything that the Dryad throws down is beast. Harpies need a little modification. But they're still just... They look so cool.
You know, I think they don't need much to be good.
Yeah, that's true. You get a chess piece
Maybe
there,
I'm just
Billy.
being optimistic.
Here come the invites. Alright, you want to pick one?
Oh, gonna look at the list.
See if there's anything good there.
I don't see any games with our names in it.
Well, what the hell? What are these guys thinking? Omni's
Yeah,
saying
dudes.
Omni's bitching to join a match already. It's like, well, start one, dude.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that build we just did, if you take out like the Frosty Towers, that's basically what I was doing back when the Mystic came out. Actually, I think I had like 2 PDTs and 2 ramp up Vipers per lane, and then probably just Protons or something.
Yeah.
But like it melted everything.
Oh, Cryo said he
Make
made
a
a
look match.
he made a map, but it filled up.
We have too much time running around the tavern.
So we're doing public matches today, Urcon. That's why. I'm not going to sit there in the chat doing public matches because then the group will fill up and we won't be able to join a match. We'll have to start our own. Omni hopped on stream with me finally the last few days and chatted. It's the first time we've been playing together for a long, long time. And it's the very first time we've ever talked to each other.
Really?
Yeah.
Omni's never talked to me. What up, Omni?
Well, see, Omni's problem is he spent a year trying to figure out how to plug the microphone in.
Yeah. It is hard to get in the right hole sometimes.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, there's only, 4 choices. Just keep going for it.
Juice and Side, come to me again. I don't know. I don't think that's for us. I'd join it right now, but I don't have a 750 right now in my deck.
He's trying to make
I can't join.
I think I got one. Let's see.
I gotta pull someone in. I think my Mystic DPS is 750. There we go.
It's gonna be fun looking at item power again, you know?
Oh man, I really do look forward to just gear. I look forward to gearing up again. Like, you know, now you find small improvements, but really just replacing gear with stuff that's substantially better is fun, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like just feeling yourself get more and more powerful.
Absolutely.
And then you go to the next difficulty tier and get trounced all over again.
Yep. That's gonna be good though. I mean, nowadays if you lose, I mean, no matter what build you do, if you lose any match, it's usually for the exact same reason. Either a flyer or a kobold and somebody derped. You know?
Oh, for sure.
So, I mean, it's going to be awesome having a real challenge again. Going to definitely bust out some brute force tactics and slap some beefy walls down again and let stuff just headbutt it for a little while everything else wrecks it.
Bring out your maws and hide behind them.
Hell yeah.
I'm starting to really, because of bad builds I've been doing, I'm starting to really value the thickness of maw walls and viper walls compared to blockades.
Yeah. Are the viper walls bigger too?
I've been doing. Well, they're not like wider, but like front to back they're thicker.
Yeah, that's true.
So like, I was doing like reflect wall shit for whatever, and I was putting turrets directly behind them. And like with, you know, viper walls, an orc walks up to it, he attacks it, he doesn't hit the stuff behind it because they're so thick. But with a blockade, like his attack's kind of going through it.
Right.
And
That's
actually,
true, huh?
The reason I was doing this is because I was sticking skyguards behind the walls. Because like the kobolds will rage at the base of them, and then if you have a wall in the way, it won't hit.
Right.
Because it'll hit the wall on the way to the skyguard.
The mystic walls are definitely, I mean, for 30 DU, you can't go wrong with it.
Oh, they're so good. And they're fun.
Yeah. I mean, it just looks cool. You know, plus the knock up.
I like it. It's like a game within a game.
Yeah. Yeah, most people are watching, well, actually, it's a pretty decent mix of people watching on Twitch or YouTube. See what we got here,
Someone,
the old PDT Proton wall build.
I missed the comment earlier. I didn't say it out loud, but I read it. Someone in my chat said, "Side make Juice sing," all in caps. Hey.
Yeah,
I gotta
got a
convince
little
you to
of that
sing
too.
sometime.
Oh man, it will take some booze. Of that, there is no doubt.
Alright, so what you're saying is we gotta do a drunk stream.
It's gonna have to be a sloppy drunk stream. I'm usually the person that walks into a restaurant and realizes that it's karaoke night in their bar. And no matter how good the food is there, I just turn around and walk back out.
Oh, no.
There's just nothing worse than listening to bad singing, you know? I guess it's entertaining for a moment, but the moment passes so fast.
You know, I mean, probably most people watching don't know where Halifax is, but it's Halifax, Nova Scotia, where I went to school. And every time I go to a bar and we have surprise karaoke night, like, you'd actually, like, not get a lot of bad singing.
Really?
Because that was always my fear, like, we go someplace like, oh god, it's karaoke, what are we gonna have to listen to? And then you get someone who just kills, like, a Chili Pepper song or something, like, damn, this is actually going pretty well. I can't think of any, like, really bad experiences. Though, to be fair, I could have also just forgotten from being a little intoxicated, but...
Well, that always makes it sound better, you know?
That's true.
Oh, man, Samundra says he wants a Juice Inside duet. No, thank you.
No!
That'd just be way too Blades of Glory. Can't have it.
I won't sing on stream. I want people to keep watching.
Encourage them to come back, you know? I've been doing this map quite a bit. Thanks for subscribing there, Halo Boy. Just for the, you know, as much as I hate to say it, just for the AFK gold. Just looking over and hitting G. And
Is it decent gold?
it's not great, but for full AFK, it's not too bad. I mean,
Fair.
You don't even have to shoot at the boss or anything. You know, if you OP it out, of course. Similar, I do something similar to this usually, but I usually don't bother with the walls. Walls are going to be another mandatory here before long, I think.
I look forward to the day where we have to use walls again.
Oh yeah. I mean, every map, I think we're going to have walls. I mean, you never know. There might be a few. The original ramparts from DD1, I used to do without walls. I threw reflect walls up in front of whatever barrage of nastiness I set down. Yeah, I was pretty stoked though when I saw that on the bug reports forum. There wasn't a whole lot of stuff. If you look through the entire no, I guess I didn't look through the whole thing. All I looked at was defenses. But there's not a whole lot of stuff that's marked, you know, fixed and waiting next update. There's only a few things, but that was one of them.
I never saw it. I did go to the forums to try to find it, and I mean, I didn't spend a lot of time looking for it. But I didn't see that specific one but fixed. No, I mean, I think I might have found like just a different version of the bug that I actually once commented on.
It's the second one from the top on the hot items list.
Really?
And you know what? I can't say
because right now mine says create private games for the second from the top.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. Okay,
Yeah.
when you go to the thing. Oh yeah, I did comment on that one. What does it say fixed in there?
it's right up.
Oh god, the big orange highlight. I'm blind. Absolutely blind. It's there, like, biggest print, highlighted in bright orange. Like, where does it say it? I can't see it.
I get that a lot, Andy. A lot of people, I've never played it before, but a lot of people suggest I take a look at Path of Exile. They all say I'd love it. But I've never played it. Well, Greg, it depends on the setup. I mean, I personally, other than just like screwing around, playing with weird comps or whatever, on just the grind builds, I haven't used a wall in months. And the only time I have a problem is if somebody aggroes a kobold and then lets it run by him. I mean, if you piss off the kobold, you got a suicide. That's just how it is. You can't run away from it enraged and let it go up to the core, and people do it all the time. But besides that, that's the only issue I've really had with the lack of walls. Now, I agree with what Side said there. I mean, it's going to be very nice having walls mandatory for every map. And you know that's the way it's going to be. I mean, you can't press new content without having a wall. And it's definitely the basic, one of the base structures of the game for sure.
I mean, walls are the best CC in the game.
Oh yeah, doesn't get any better. That's the thing that's getting me now. Of course, I got the thought going through my head on who I want to bust out right away. Now, of course, I'll end up just playing with a bunch of different ones, I'm sure, but do I want to use Squire walls, or do I want to use Mystic walls? I mean, Mystic walls are so awesome. And then adding Sand Vipers into the mix. And we know that Frosty, they said Frosty was going to be a shard. Now, it may be an apprentice-only shard, but imagine if it wasn't an apprentice-only shard and you could put Frosty on top of your Sand Vipers.
That would be amazing.
That would be some good stuff, that's for damn sure.
Abyss Lord walls, says Kane in chat. I don't know what you're talking about.
I've got a pretty beefy Abyss Lord Waller, but they're just too damn expensive. And if you're gonna spend that much on a wall, why would you not use mauls? Because mauls are so ridiculous,
To be fair, Abyss Lord walls are 600 HP, 600k HP or so, right?
Yeah.
Mauls are not even 800 for twice the DU. I can see the reasoning behind it.
Yeah, but it also is covering twice the space.
You're either gonna build
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're not bad at all. And I don't know, is it just a myth that they take more damage than other walls, or?
I don't know. I mean, it's been discussed ever since the Abyss Lord came out, and no one from Trendy has ever disputed it. But on the same note, they haven't said anything about it either. I think they take more damage. It seems like they do.
It could just be, initial impressions comparing to automation.
Right. Absolutely.
But I don't know.
I mean, even though automation is just it's a real small amount. It's a real small amount every time. Or not every time, but it has a chance to proc every time, So it definitely will keep, it definitely is a huge help. That's my problem now is, fail jump. I was trying to do the trick shot up onto the wall. Oh no, that did not work.
Germany and in-game saying automation on things other than Squire blockades would be interesting.
Yeah, it would. I mean, shit, could you imagine?
Curious to see cross passes like that, if, you can slot those kind of shards and other things. I can't imagine, not having automation, at least for the blockade in the new patch.
Right. It would be cool if automation was on anything. I mean, that would, to be honest with you, that would actually make me, I think, want to do either apprentice walls or blockades. I think more than anything. Or not blockades, pardon me, the target dummies. Because it would just, I mean, for 20 DU, you'd get so much. What's going on there, Twinkie? Well, the problem there, Unicorn says automation on protons. But protons don't actually take damage. They have charges.
I mean, that seems like it almost certainly, if it goes to things, not just blockade, it'd be stuck to walls.
Absolutely.
The balancing nightmare of even considering that off wall, But then, yeah, the only things that you'd think would benefit would be traps, auras, protons, and you can just disable it for that too.
Yep.
So automation on a cannonball tower isn't OP or anything.
Thanks for following there, Binky. Appreciate it. Yeah, I definitely been AFKing the shit out of this map. At least, well, I mean, not a ton, but at least 3 or 4 times a day.
That's quite a bit in my mind.
I mean, for compared to the average player, that's a lot, you know.
Well, how much gold you at now? I know you've been farming for a while.
I think I'm at like 16 or 17. I'm getting there. I mean, I think...
Remember how much you had, like, before you started this big farm fest?
Well, you know, I didn't, though. I only farmed really one day. I had, like, I think I had 10 million originally, so... I mean, I haven't, I've definitely been doing Bastille a few more times than normal. There's no doubt about that. I got so many badass headpieces now. But, I've gone up, I want to say, at least, like, probably 6 million in the last, you know, say the last 2 or 3 weeks. I've gone up about 6 million. Now, I've also...
It's like a decent bit.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, if you don't watch the number, it's just, before you know it, you're hitting the next million, and you didn't even realize. But when you sit there and stare at it, it goes up so damn slow. Yeah, but back with the wall discussion there, you know, if you, like, when the Abyss Lord first came out, that was when, you know, Unholy Catacombs, of course, became a thing. And the Abyss Lord walls, of course, were the thing to use, because it was the new item. But they would take a ton of damage on that, and you'd throw down a blockade, and it would take, you know, 100,000 or whatever in a wave, and it, you know, it wouldn't even necessarily need too many upgrades, just repairs. But the Abyss Lord walls, you had to really upgrade the crap out of them. You know, you had to get them all the way up to tier 5 to make it through. And then I mean, at tier 5, in the last wave or whatever, they'd have, you know, 1.7 million health or whatever, or something ridiculous if you had them boosted. But I don't know. I mean,
Jeez.
I really...
Get up on the pillar fast, dude.
Oh, god dang it.
You got 4 seconds. Come on, man. Oh, we got it.
I didn't realize you guys were doing
I didn't
it.
mean to interrupt you, but
I was babbling away and staring at chat. I didn't even realize you guys were doing it. Good thing you said something. That was close. If I wasn't on the gun witch, there's no way I would have made it.
Oh yeah, we were lucky there.
What's going on there, Jacob? Some under just mentioned Purge Evil trees. I mean, if you can put Purge Evil on the trees, I think that's a no-brainer.
Maybe on anything with an aura. I mean, Purge Evil on anything that isn't an aura isn't all that good, right?
Right.
Or original.
Yep.
I mean, Purge Evil's kinda... Not really, but kinda like a Splody Harpoon kinda deal, or an Archer explosion thing.
Yeah, definitely.
So that actually kinda makes me curious if we'll get, like, instead of... I wasn't even thinking of Purge Evil when I thought of this, but I thought of how, like, Splody Harpoon and the Archer explosive arrows, or whatever it's called, are kind of the same thing. If we'll actually just get a general shard that's, you know, projectile towers explode AoE on impact kind of thing.
Yeah, for certain. Well,
or
I think
percent of attack damage or something like that.
Yep. I think, I mean, if it's possible, I can't see doing either a Lightning Strike Aura or that new Flame Aura without having Purge Evil on it too. I mean, it would... Purge Evil is just, it's so much little damage that's cumulative, you know? It just really adds up. coming here.
The more I think of it, the more I do think actually now that we'll have a shard that gives your thing to do AoE damage. Because like, well, what towers? Are there any towers that like are projectile that explode just as they're normal on damage, like without a passive? Like, we have archers and we have exploding harpoons, but those are all passives. The only thing I can think of is flame burst, but they're removing flame burst. Coincidence?
Yeah, that's true.
Am I getting all conspiracy theorists on this?
Well, you never know.
Alright, chat, discuss. I should really have your chat open if I'm gonna say something like that.
They're talking... yes, and well, none of them have responded to that yet. But yeah, go to Sidewalk Hero's YouTube channel or my YouTube channel. Between the two, there will be just about every single viable combination in the game. But it will require a little work on your part. You're going to have to go through and watch a shitload of videos.
The only way to truly get a single build to work is to watch all the content beforehand. I know it sounds weird, but that's just the only way to do it.
Well, yeah, it gives you a better understanding for everything, you know. I mean, some of the heroes, you know, like I was a big Archer fanboy for a long time, you know, and now I hardly ever use them. I do throw them in every now and then. But, you know, you go in spurts with stuff. I mean, shit, I was building with the Lava Mancer on the first day, and I don't hardly ever do it now. But there will be a lot more coming, too. I mean, the main thing is we got, what, 9 days now, or 10 days now, until the update gets here, so...
That's not long now.
It's going to be all new info. I have not played Ark there, Wisp. I played the original during a developer build alpha, and even then you ran in and got wrecked by people that had been playing it 10 minutes longer than you, and they now owned the server.
I've played a decent bit of Ark, but I could never play like I could never do like official PvP servers. It just became whoever was there first.
Right, absolutely.
And no one else could do anything. There was too much abuse on it.
What I would suggest to you, Binky, is right now just play the game and have fun. And don't spend any of your gold. Just save
Hold
it.
off on gold and play the game, yeah.
You know, if you're new, like a newer player coming to the game or whatever, just enjoy it, have a good time. You know, if you want something to farm Nightmare 4 with for the next week and a half, then, you know, the PDT is the flavor of the last 8 months. Can't even call it the flavor of the month anymore.
No, yeah.
It's been too long. And if you
it's basically the flavor of the year.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. Then if you got the patience for it, the Dryad can be beast. But you gotta... I mean, right, and that's the thing with someone starting a new... You know, just starting to play DD2, I personally, I would level a Dryad to 50, but I wouldn't try to gear it right now. It's not long enough, in my opinion, of a time that you're going to be able to enjoy the beast mode bees and slimes and whatnot.
It's kind of an awkward time to join the game. I think the game, like, is actually kind of still... I still think the game's pretty fun in its current state, but... Like, right now, it's, you know, do the campaign and then maybe just wait. Because... Yeah. Like, unless you hit, like, probably Nightmare 3, your gear's not going to be all that useful.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. We got poached royal eggs.
I like it.
Could it be Omni? Nah, he's too active in Twitch right now.
Maybe because he's waiting for you to join?
His bucket computer can't handle it. See, I've never sold a leveled character. I have sold characters that I created just to test something out. Cryo. I didn't expect royal poached eggs from Cryo. I'm talking about that bucket computer of yours, the potato there, Omni. I guess you could run, you could watch the stream on your phone or on a tablet or something.
It's a microwave oven door with a keyboard drawn onto cardboard. Look at this. Everything's mystic now. I love it.
Oh yeah, everybody's getting their mystics out.
Bring on the Snake Queen.
I don't know, man. It's such a tough call. I mean, when you think about it, how do you not have a Mystic in your deck right away, first game? On that same note, how do you not have a Dryad in your deck right away? You know? It's just so many tough decisions. I'm definitely gonna mix it up a bit. And, you know, I've got all these heroes. I'm gonna take advantage of it.
For sure. I mean, you know, I don't think it'll take that much preparation to be able to use every defense if you've already got every hero.
Oh, absolutely.
To some degree. So, I mean...
Well, I mean, technically, each defense, all you need is one, you know what, one relic, and then you get a whole new set of ascension points. So, depending on how much individual customization we can do with ascension, I mean, that could be huge.
Zimmer saying he'll have the original 4 in his deck. Surprise, surprise. Oh shit, he just said he considered using Oil Geyser. What is happening to the world? What have you done with Zimmerman?
Oil Geyser's definitely... Man, I just wish I mean, it's got all that range as far as up, you know, the verticality. But God, I wish
them to grow wide now.
I wish it was just as wide, you know.
Yeah, that's the only thing that keeps me from saying like they're a top tier defense, is that they're just not very wide. Yeah. But if they were wider, like I think they're actually they'd be a really good CC.
Absolutely.
And there's gonna be so many flame sources in the game, like, you know, the new patch with the flame aura now too. Assuming we'll have better working blaze balloons and, you know, flamethrowers, all that jazz, all just like the original heroes.
Yep.
That and the whole like ignite thing, you know, getting proper scaling and all that. You know, I think we're gonna see some good value out of Oil Geysers coming soon.
Hopefully so. You know, that's one of the things that someone that's got the original 4 heroes right now, completely geared out and all buffed, they're going to have a lot better chance on day 1 as far as not having so many damn decisions to make. They're going to get into the fun a lot quicker than, say, you or I will. That's going to be a benefit for you.
It'll be a little overwhelming, all of these.
Oh, yeah.
Choices and things to see and...
Well, I mean, just...
it might be worth it just to, like, you know, take the first 4 heroes and go do a couple maps with some things just to get into it.
I mean, figure you're going to want to mix it up anyway after we figure out, you know, exactly how everything works. But, of course, got to find that first viable build that's going to be able to get us to the next chaos rank or whatever. Alright, I tell you what, I hate to do it to you here, but I'm going to AFK over here for a sec and go make a cup of coffee real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, don't say coffee, why?
Coffee.
God damn it. Alright. So, are we ready to go? What is this? What is this build? I need to look at it. We have 2 Vipers per lane. On they're on buff beams too, double buffed. What kind of beams are these, Cry? Are they split or are they ramp up? I'm guessing they're split, right? Interesting. This is very reminiscent of something I've been doing, or I was doing a few weeks ago. Split crit like always. Nice, nice. Yeah, they scale so well with crit. You know, you go from like single beam to 3-beam Viper, and the damage proportionately, I think, gets downscaled. But the crit damage doesn't. So though their like base damage goes down, their crit doesn't. Oh, it's so good. Did they remove the Squire target dummy weapon? This is a Squire weapon for teleport dummy, right? And I don't think it increases his health at all. It deals defense all damage, yeah, and chance to teleport, but it doesn't have any health on it. It actually makes me wonder, without Hardy Blockade, how does the HP of Blockade compare to training dummy? It's like my dummy's like 300 tier 1. Blockade's 420. Juice making himself coffee and so jealous, but I've had like 3 cups today. It's 8 PM. I don't know if I can justify doing another. Yeah, Zimmerman, I don't think there is one in the game. Though, at the time of its use, I probably wasn't playing too much, so I'm not positive.
Alright, I'm back here.
Yo, welcome back.
Got the quadruple espresso on the way.
Man, why do you gotta talk like that?
Good shit, man.
Omni's like, it's lies, but it's a rum he's got instead.
Well, I'm not necessarily 100% disagreeing with that, but it's not fully accurate.
So it's both. Gotcha.
Rum doesn't go well with coffee. I don't know. I guess it depends on what kind of day you're having.
I was gonna say.
Rum can go well with everything if it's one of those days.
Exactly.
I've been forcing myself, even though I've still been on the glitch witch. I've hopped onto my AP gun witch a few times, just messing around. But the problem is I just got to get in the habit of using, using book drop. Well, I guess I used book drop, but using, Broom NATO for sure. I mean, it was such a no-no to not use it. It's kind of getting into the habit of using it again. I just been throwing them around as much as possible just to. It's just a huge ability.
Yeah, for sure.
Or we got no rollers here on this map. We don't have to worry about that. Satch is the only one. Out of all the
Satch has
bosses.
driven a few of my runs. Or my run a few more times than I like to admit.
Oh yeah. I mean, even back when this map was a challenge to do, back in the Frosty Traps era or whatever, man, Satch he was always the one that gave you a hard time. Shooting his little spears through everything. What the hell? I guess we're only on wave 2. We don't have Satch. We got Sammy.
Yeah. I'm not convinced Sammy actually does damage.
Sammy's kind of, kind of a joke. He'll sit there and hammer away on a blockade and not have any damage done to it.
Oh, no. It hurts me, though.
Sammy is the hero killer only, I guess.
It was for science. I had to check. I'm helping. Oh god, one hit me. It hurts. It's doing something like 15k, bomb.
Yeah, that'll do it. That's the coolest effect ever on that weapon.
On which one?
The Mystic. The proc with the big snake.
Oh, I love it.
It's just too awesome.
It's so good.
That setting.
I can't imagine DPSing without it.
Yeah. That setting to skip cutscenes, it's not completely broken, but it's not 100% effective.
Doesn't work with every cutscene.
Right.
I think there's just some they don't want you skipping.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Smunder says that Mystic, that attack, when the big snake procs, it lowers his DPS. I haven't, or his FPS, pardon me. I haven't really seen a problem. I haven't seen a problem with that lowering my frame rate, but I mean, I guess I could see it.
Alright. Oh, I need one more mana to do something useful. Nice. Oh, never mind. They're all upgraded.
So Omni's got a... You know the little bonus gold bags that dropped from the Hero Gold Sphere 2, or whichever one it is? The bags of 100.
Sorry, what about them?
Those, those little 100 gold bags that drop from using that gold sphere. Omni's got that happening. I mean, not a lot. It's not a significant amount of gold, but it's happening when he plays on his Gunwitch, and there's no explanation for it. And we've actually gone through all the spheres and everything he's using to see if, if we could replicate it, and it only works for him. But if it's a map that I get 11,000 gold, he gets 14,000 gold. You
checked like jackpot or something on gear?
He didn't have. We checked everything. He had no jackpot on any piece. He was on the Gunwitch, and he didn't have the gold sphere active. So we went through like all the spheres he was using on the Gunwitch, and I tried him out. I couldn't get it to happen. But he's getting it like several times. I think every wave, just an extra 100 will pop down.
Really?
Yeah, they're definitely very strange.
Yo, I'm jealous. What the heck?
Yeah, that's what I told him. It's like, shit, man, we gotta figure this out. I want my extra 100. But yeah, I couldn't figure it out.
It's weird.
It was kind of fun to play with, though. We spent most of the day yesterday playing with that and those explosive traps. It was fun having something to be curious about,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was surprised too yesterday in stream when we were talking about what heroes you were going to bring and what heroes you were going to leave out of your deck on day one. A lot of people were saying that they're not going to bring a monk, and I think a monk is a necessity. Personally, I can't imagine going without having a monk in my deck.
Even if there's no glitch monk, I still think like having his like resistances, mobility, and burstiness to his kit for DPS, I think is a must.
Oh yeah, I mean even before the, that's what I told him yesterday too. Even before the glitch monk thing became a thing, the monk was still the highest DPS. And before the crap, I upgraded the wrong thing. That's all right.
I just upgraded like a wall and a boost aura.
I did the buff beam, and I got one of the vipers over here, but then I did the buff beam. But yeah, I mean, anyway, before that, like a legitimate hero damage, hero crit melee monk was like one of the first heroes to break 1,000,000 DPS, legitly. No, I mean that required lucky crits and of course a pet in the mix. But I mean the monk is a beast. That, and I mean, how can you not say you're not excited about flame R's with defense speed? I mean, you'd have to be.
Yeah, the monk seems very interesting for day one. I'm interested to see if, like, the state of, what is it called? Lightning strikes?
Yeah.
Not interested in using necessarily right away, but even, like, forgetting that, flame auras, I like the idea of the new boost aura. It's kind of like Build-A-Bear, but in this case it's build your own utility aura, is how I'm looking at it right now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I'm excited to have Monk day one, flame auras.
I mean, if I was to pick, and they asked me yesterday, who would be the last hero you think you would put in your deck in day one? And I think the last hero I'd probably put in my deck is the Lava Mancer, but I think I'll still use it on day one just to check stuff out,
If it wasn't for Oil Geyser, I probably wouldn't use them either. Well, I don't know. Fishers are so good, and if they stay the same way they are,
and maybe that's a fix.
Nice
Is defense range on the Oil Geyser going to make it shoot up in the air higher, or is it going to make it a wider width?
You would assume the latter.
Yeah, you would think so. I mean, and if that's the case, that's going to make Oil Geyser beastly,
I'm pretty sure it gains range from the SAS stat, so, like, width. So I'd be interested to see, like, towers like that and the water geyser, when you do the whole shift to see where they can hit and stuff, their ranges, if they actually showed, like, a vertical cone for them.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know how you do that without, like, I don't know how you do that in a way that's not, like, screen pollution, but it's something I want to see.
Well, I mean, you figure you can get the outer, obviously it's a different beast altogether, but you get the outline from a, say a Lighting Aura or a Serenity Aura. It would be cool if you could see the column, and see exactly where it's going and what it's hitting. I mean, if you combine that with the splines, and you could get it directly in flyer paths plus in ground paths at the same time, it would be definitely be the go-to tower.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not late, Gavin. You're just in time, man. Better late than
For
never.
the second half. Aha.
It seems like the second half of our Saturday stream always gets a little busier, for sure, than the first half.
People show up when they show up.
Oh, yeah.
And luckily, people don't until the end.
This is true.
I just want to stick with that mindset. It's only positive gains for us.
Man, I just can't believe we finally got a date after all this waiting.
Oh, it's great. It almost seems too soon or unreal. I don't know. Like, and now all this time I've been like, man, I just wish I knew a date. Now that they say the date, I'm like, man, I really hope they had enough time to do it all. It seems so fast.
Yep. I mean, it seems so fast, but when you look at how long that they've been working on this update, it's been a long time. I mean,
for sure.
They've started the thought process on this before the Terraria crossover. Now, before the Terraria crossover was released, of course. That, of course, was in the works for I bet that was in the works for a year.
I mean, wasn't it around like Abyssal or Carnival when they started talking about it or something like that?
It was,
Or, I don't know,
yeah, I
something
mean, they first started
related to
mentioning it
right?
way back then. But it's...
We just didn't hear talks of it.
Yeah. I just can't believe it's finally coming. It's gonna be good, though. I mean... Yeah, just try to catch up on your sleep this week, you know?
That's my trick. I'm never caught up on sleep.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing. The wife gives me a hard time about it all the time. She's like, you don't have to go to work. Sleep whenever you want. It's like, but I got stuff to do.
I mean, don't you already sleep whenever you want?
Well, I guess I do.
The first half of the day and you stay up all night?
It's pretty much the same schedule I've always had, though. Because I've always worked till really late, you know? 38% Frosty with defense health.
Ooh, 49, but had defense crit on it.
I'm so
I don't
sure.
even look at them. I have a 50.
I still don't. I don't have a 50. I've had a lot of 50s drop, but I just never got one that I liked that had the whole package, you know? What's going on there, Blacktoon? I'm sure that Samundra has played modded Terraria there, Gavin. He was a Terraria guru from way back before making the switch to DD2. Doing King mentions, he says Lightning Strikes Aura with speed on it seems fun. I think, really, in my opinion, every Aura with speed on it, as far as damaging Auras go. I miss the days, you know, from the Aura just tick, 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 you know, just the ticks just flying off of damage. That was just so awesome. But yeah, there will definitely be, that, and you just figure the utility from a, you know, from a boost Aura. Figure that's what the base of the new Serenity Aura is going to be.
Yo, apparently you got like 31k gold from that map and I only got 11k. What is up with that?
Oh, I sold. When we were AFK at the beginning, I sold a bunch of stuff.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, you know, like...
Oh, yeah.
A couple thousand? That's whatever. 20k gold?
Yeah, that's a little out of control.
That's insane. That's a bit much. Frick, man. Got scared there. Cleanse your spirit. I like that name.
Hell yeah. The best what for DPS Dryad and the Mad Dragon? Juice, please answer. Best for DPS Dryad. Well, that's not a question, man.
Best.
I can't answer what's not there.
Clearly, Meowmere is the answer to every Dryad question.
Meowmere. Hornet scaling? That's Meowmere.
Exactly.
Alright, Cryo, have a good one, man. Cryo's been staying up too late. He's been watching these long dark streams I've been doing. And I went for... Last week I had the time and I just figured the hell with it. I was going to go for it. And ended up going for like 5.5 hours or something ridiculous.
Damn, dude, that's a long stream.
I can't believe people...
I need to check that out.
People would watch it that long. I don't know. I mean, for me, it's one of those games that it's definitely a lot more fun to play than it is to watch. But people were watching it. I was surprised. I mean, watching me shit my pants every time I see a wolf probably,
Yeah,
probably kept a few of them around.
You know, if I like the content creator, I can put anything on the other screen and like listen/watch for hours.
Oh yeah.
I don't do it as much anymore, but I can see it happening. Basically, you know, whenever there's action, you're probably screaming when there's something interesting going on.
Yeah, that's true. I tell you what, man, I had it going. I'm going to jinx myself for the rest of that playthrough here, but there's like one of the areas in that game, there's this big dam, and there's this badass wolf, Fluffy, that lives in the dam, and has just completely mauled me several times. But man, I went in and I killed Fluffy last night, like with no problem at all, and then I had like 3 or 4 wolf encounters and just pop one shot, no problem. So I'm just I don't know if I just got really lucky with my aim on the rifle, or am I potentially getting better at it? But man, I was shocked. I was just crushing them. In my little save there for the Lone Dark, there's like, shit, there's probably like 50 kilos of wolf meat laying around out on the frozen lake from dead wolves.
Well, that's just gross, man.
You gotta eat that wolf meat, man. It might give you a little food poisoning, but it's better than nothing, you know?
Okay, I'm not seeing any games that stand out as being specifically for us, but Cleanse Your Spirit's still there, and it's a 750. I didn't really want to jump into it knowing it's almost certainly, what's it called, Catacombs again?
Yeah, definitely, it's Catacombs. Your active hero does not have high enough item power to join this game. That's Felix again, I bet.
People, make game, name it something that stands out to us and we'll join. Probably.
Yeah, what the hell, Samandra? It says join a game while you running around. Well, is there any games to join? Unicorn made a game and left it private.
Wow.
Well, how are we gonna join then?
I mean, he tried.
And he sends me an invite. Do you want to join Unicorns, or do you want to keep looking on public?
Sure. I mean, it still counts. He just messed it up bad.
Yeah. You got it, didn't you?
I got what? Sorry? Huh?
You got the... You're switching over to Unicorns match there, aren't you?
I don't have him on my list.
No, I mean, I just joined it. It should have brought you along, too.
Oh, it did not. I didn't even realize you left.
Oh.
Let's see if I join off you.
Yeah.
That's awkward. Why'd you leave my party, bro?
I didn't. I just hit join Unicorn, and it forced me out.
Why'd you ditch me?
Here we go. Little shocky knock up here. The original Betsy build.
Well, are we on Betsy? I still haven't loaded in yet. Nah, okay.
Oh, Samandra was the Cleanse Your Spirit.
What? Ah.
Sorry, Samandra. Sidewalk said no.
Hey, man. It didn't seem obvious to me.
Sorry, Samandra, but something as philosophical as Cleanse Your Spirit doesn't get us when we got things like poached royal eggs out there, you know? That was the first match we joined. Unicorn asking about the flyers. What's that?
Yeah, we're gonna have to DPS flyers, I guess.
Yeah. What the hell, Unicorn? Making us work?
But I don't wanna... I don't actually want to pay attention when I'm playing here.
I almost responded to him.
Let me just run around and erupt.
I almost responded to him when he said flyers, question mark, that, yeah, I'm sure there will be flyers. There will most definitely be flyers.
Ooh, I'm getting the coin bags now that I'm looking around.
Are you?
Do you normally get them without anything? Or
you know what? I got them
only
too.
Drop if
I got
yes?
them all over the place, actually.
Before.
But these are only 10, though. They're not 100.
Like,
but I'm definitely getting coin bags.
I forgot to check the value.
Here, I thought Omni was onto something special there. I just had like 4 or 5 of them laying in that far left lane.
Damn, where's my coins at? I didn't even get coins that time. Erupted a whole freaking wave. Nothing.
What the heck?
Where's my medals, Trendy?
Unicorn is saying that or he just said it in game, didn't he? Yeah, it says that the map's first round drops a ton of gold. I haven't necessarily noticed it, but I mean, not to say that's not a thing.
It really bothers me right now that he doesn't have a proton in every lane.
Yeah, what the hell? Where's the symmetry at, Unicorn?
It's bothering me a lot more than it should.
That's alright, you can get payback by only upping the walls.
I'm gonna upgrade all the geysers.
Here we go. I hit this one. Geyser upgraded.
Oh, I did upgrade a geyser. I didn't mean to.
Oh, I did it on purpose.
But now let me get the other geyser that lane for symmetry.
You gotta even it out, you know? Since,
it's important,
since
really.
Unicorn doesn't believe in symmetry on this run with the lack of proton beams, somebody's going to have to pay closer attention to it. So upgrading all geysers equally is definitely a must.
Alright. What's going to happen to this Cobalt flyer?
Should I shoot him?
I really hope the Skyguard... no, we got a Skyguard. We're good. Oh, that's
well,
right.
It's got a proton. Oh. Or maybe
What
not.
happened here? I mean, it wasn't wires, so what happened there?
It had to have been a runner. I didn't see anything on the map.
Yeah.
But
I wasn't looking too hard either.
you know why that happened, don't you, Unicorn?
You know, it's this gap right here.
It's no proton on this lane, that's why.
Can already tell. Got the big old hole right here.
That was the lane with no proton, that's what did it.
There you go, it's the one without proton.
Yeah, that's definitely it. This map, you...
Symmetry matters.
I got a bunch of mixed ideas there, Ticky Tacky. I definitely am excited to see what Squire defenses will do. I want cannonballs and harpoons to be beast. I got booted.
Yeah, same.
I want Squire and Monk towers to be badass. I really do. So I'm definitely going to be trying those out on the first day just because I want them to be badass so much. I would find it hard not to have a Dryad in my deck on the first day too. Just because they are what they are, you know.
Tried joining off you, now I got a black screen. What's up with that?
I'm showing you in the game, but the black screen. You know, there's only
30 mil.
There's only one answer for the black screen.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, okay. You're at 30 mil, you said?
I'm almost. What am I at? Yeah, I'm 24,000 off.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Just a couple more maps? A few more maps?
Hell, you're right there. Right there. I'm at 16.4. So I think I hit 16 yesterday, and then last night's stream, or last night's 2 streams got me up another 400k. Definitely getting there.
You pull me along.
I still think we're going to get 50 million. Let's see what we got here now. We got the Cleanse Your Spirit is still there. We know that's Samandra with the 750 item power requirement. I thought it would be Felix.
What wave is it on? 307. Do we want to join a half-done game?
Well, all the upgrading will probably be done. We can be really lazy.
That's true. I do like being lazy.
You want to go for it?
Screw it. Let's do it.
All right. Bees and trees. Calling it right now.
You think so?
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. Oh, nope, I hear PDTs. The screen's not even loaded yet, but I heard the PDT fire.
Bees and PDTs.
Could be. Oh, no. PDT's archers. Wow, I was way off.
But no buff beam across them? Ooh.
Apparently, some under like
Remember
slow
back when,
firing archers.
Remember back when the ghosts were, disabling defenses that I went through, but they bugged out on the buff beams? So you get,
Yeah.
like, super rapid fire defenses.
That was
I
ridiculous.
missed that. It was
You know,
broken,
the
but it was a
funny
lot of
thing
fun.
is that's what archers looked like. And I couldn't get them that fast in the original Dungeon Defenders, but in Dungeon Defenders Eternity, that's exactly what the archers looked like. They
Really?
ridiculous. I mean, I don't even know how many shots per second, but it was a lot. It was like a constant beam, like the harpoons would be in the original game.
That's pretty great. I never played DD, and DD1, I mean, I think, like, harpoons and magic missile to be almost beams before, I had to go back to doing real life stuff.
Yeah. It
Never
was
saw the
definitely
archers like that.
I mean, it was a fun game. Just seeing how much changed with the original Dungeon Defenders from the day it was released until now. I mean, it's an absolutely amazing amount of content. So, I mean, just that alone makes me more excited about this game because I know that, Trendy's got the potential to keep developing and adding new stuff for years, Even after
I think
release, this game.
you've got a nice little system set up that has the potential to keep a long life for this game.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, shit, I've already got my money's worth out of this game 10 times over. But nothing wrong with doubling or tripling that,
Oh, for sure. Alright, what are we doing here? There you go, I helped. Don't worry, I've
at you.
got this ogre.
You are a model
I've
of
got this over.
productivity. You have how difficult is it to set up your giveaway bot on the fly?
Not that hard. I don't think it's that hard to do.
I could do it on Nightbot does it. That's who I usually use, and it's pretty convenient to set up. But if you don't set the hashtag up before the stream starts, sometimes it gets a little buggy. But I tell you what, guys, why don't we give away a Dryad bundle here? I actually happen to have one, just sitting in my pocket over here.
Oh shit, let me open your stream.
Well, no, let's do it on yours.
Nah, don't do it on mine.
No?
Nah, I
Well,
mean,
'cause
unless it bugs out, but...
Mine, I'm actually streaming to YouTube and Twitch, so I would have to manually gather the figures and enter them in, which takes a minute. So, I mean, if it's easy on yours, it would be super convenient if we could do it on yours.
Well, you'll just have to send everyone over here then.
So, alright.
I said that.
Everybody head on over to Sidewalk Hero's stream there and enter for the Dryad bundle giveaway. Oh, Isom was kind enough to hook it up. For those of you on YouTube, the link is in the description. You can just scroll down and click.
And I'll just keep it the same thing. I always have it as just exclamation mark raffle. There you go.
There it
So
is.
type exclamation mark raffle into my chat, and I'll just let Juice decide when it ends, I guess.
Well, I figure why don't we, well, I mean, we'll give him 10 minutes or whatever. Figure get everybody a chance.
I mean, we got 2 waves left.
Yeah.
I mean, if they go by fast, then maybe a little extra time, but, you know, we'll do the end.
Oh, we can force it to go by slow. Don't hit G.
Wow.
Make
Hello,
them,
boy, thanks for the follow.
make them wait it out.
That's true. No, I gotta repair every Serenity Aura and stay in trap.
Oh, I got this one. Your Serenity Aura has been repaired.
Well, don't do it now. They're not gonna give me enough to do during the build phase.
Well, this is true. Well, I can go stand in that one I just repaired and make sure it burns down nice and far here.
That's true.
Hit me.
Alright, enemies, punch me. Yeah.
Quigley's taking shots at. Oh, Quigley died.
Quibbly, oh my goodness. Quibbly was the bane. It is the worst for this map, man.
Oh yeah.
Those
Lion, if
shots
you-
reaching up to the upper ledge.
If
Also,
you
Carson, thanks for the follow.
If you scroll down into the description there, Lion, there's going to be a link to Sidewalk Hero's Twitch stream. And if you go over there and enter, what is it, exclamation point raffle?
Yeah, exactly.
So exclamation mark raffle, and you're in. And we'll give it away when this map is done. So you want to swing on over there and get entered in. That way you don't miss out. If you don't have the Dryad is a badass. Can't go
Come,
without
stay
her.
a while.
Absolutely.
Alright. Then let me take my time. All these Serenity Auras need to be repaired.
Well,
The
considering
boost auras, too.
I've been popping chests this whole time and I have yet to upgrade anything, I'm sitting on 1,000 green mana. I'm debating on what to do with it.
I had a 500 there as well.
Why don't we up?
Jasmine, thanks for the follow.
Get some snakes all up here. We got an ogre. We only got one siege. Poor little guy. Man, I'd be now
Good
maybe
Truck Gaming as well, thanks for the follow.
maybe this on this siege lane, this snaking sand seems like it's gonna get blowed up.
Oh, it don't.
That's all right.
Now you can actually do the same thing with Snaking Sands as you do with Protons. And just kind of like put them across, or like to the sides in this case.
Oh yeah. Now, Aram, you got to go to Sidewalk's Twitch channel. My link is in the description there too, but right above everything else, right up top there, it's going to have a Twitch link to twitch.tv/Sidewalk Hero. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure I didn't screw that up, but you never know. I've screwed things up before, you know. Let me see.
Twitch.tv/Sidewalk Hero.
Yeah, I see it. Here's a link right there.
Alright, I got this roller.
Oop. I guess now is not the time to be playing with this, huh?
No, it's always the time to play with.
Should I come contribute? See if I can
You should come watch this spectacle that is my DPS apprentice.
Gonna put the big boom on him.
I've got a mana bomb with his name on it. Felix, thanks for the follow.
Well shit, I wish I had
By
a
that, I
Dragolich
mean-
for you then.
Yeah, I should probably have a lich on this
Oh,
guy.
I can boost you. Hold on. Let me know when. I'll boost you prior.
Are you gonna give me that damage?
Oh yeah. There it is.
Alright, I'm doing it.
Ah, it didn't get.
Alright, that's one.
It didn't get the hitbox right, I don't think. I'm ready for another boost.
No, we got this. No, we got this. I'm going. Do it. There we go.
There's
That's
a good
the
one.
Damage. Actually, does your mark being on the roller affect damage? Or not roller, but just anything affect your mana bomb? Do it again.
I'm not sure.
Oh, that one missed.
Oh,
I think
I was
like
late.
elevation matters for mana bomb.
Elevation seems to matter for all of them, really. I mean, obviously, like the Gun Witch or whatever, you're just shooting into it. But with the Monk, it seems like the elevation matters
Oh,
too.
that one.
Oh, it's dead.
Callousy, thanks for the follow. And Cath3 Hop as well. Twitch, Sepple, thanks for the follow. Jeez. You're pimping me out today, man. What am I gonna have to do in exchange?
Oh, there's a long list.
Oh god, no.
Right, now see what kind of hotness we got in the box.
Why is the HUD different? Because I have an overlay for my HUD.
I do as well.
Colors going.
It's two different overlays. If they're comparing mine to yours, I mean, that's all aftermarket.
Yeah.
This new overlay Rect did for me. I think it looks nice. He did a good job.
I remember you had like the oranges all on the bottom. I kind of liked how they went around the ability icons and stuff.
It actually took me forever to cut that
on,
out.
All my things.
I'm not the Photoshop pro that I like to pretend I am, and it actually took me ages to cut that out and outline it properly.
Kevin Laud and Galaxy Soldier, thanks for the follows. Alright, 8:40. We got time for one more at least, right?
Yeah, definitely. Bakuma, there will be a shit ton of content after the 28th. And I hear you. I mean, watching us stream now is just watching us kind of have fun and screw around because we all know the current status of the game. There's not really a whole lot of challenge to it. But that's the whole point of this next update, But there will be insane amounts of DD2 content. In fact, after the 28th, I would imagine I probably won't be playing any other game for at least a month before I sneak something else in.
So what are you thinking about this giveaway? Do you want to give them a little more time, or?
I don't know.
No? Okay.
What do you think? I mean, we could do it now or give them a little more time.
Well, I mean, let's give them like a short, maybe a minute warning here.
Yeah.
Final entries get in before we pick a winner.
That sounds fair.
So yeah, we'll give you a minute. ! Raffle into my chat to join. And get a chance to win the Dryad bundle, right? The Dryad and the skin, I think?
Yeah, the whole enchilada.
And we'll try to get one more game going at least. I don't know how long you wanted to go today.
I'm good with whatever. We can probably do one more long one or a couple of short ones.
Well, we'll see what pops up in the list. So, you guys, you make the games. Make a public game. Throw a name on it that we'll recognize, and we'll just join something that, piques our interest.
Hell yeah. So what you guys will do is have to remain in Sidewalk's chat until the end of the stream there, and I'll hop in there and whisper you the code as soon as we're done here. About my preference. My preference for what, Aram? For heroes or what platform? If you can get yourself to the cap, or as close to it as possible by update day, Tiki, I think it makes sense to buy up any Defender Metal Spheres you haven't purchased yet. I mean, we don't know what the conversion is going to be yet, but I bet it's going to be good. Oh, I got combined chat, Aram, so I see all the chat all in one app.
you know, you just made me realize that I bought a Lich recently,
Yeah.
and I'm only at like I'm just short of 7K medals.
I am
I've got
too.
one more weekly before.
Or
I
I'm
don't
at,
want to be at the cap when it comes out. I'm a
yeah.
little worried.
You'll get there. Just all the matches you do, you'll get several hundred a day. I'm at 83.59 right now, and the same thing. I've got no missions or everything, but I'm confident I'll probably be close to 9K by tonight. Once the daily resets at 9 p.m. my time, midnight trendy time. So I'll pick up hopefully another decent daily, and then the matches I do today.
Basil, thanks for the follow. I'm wondering if I should go hard into trying to get only 450s.
I have been. I've been trying, but it's been backfiring on me big time.
You get those 2 wins, and then you're like, oh, then
Yeah.
either I have to accept the low defender medals or not play. And I'd rather just play at a 300 daily, I think.
Yeah. Yesterday, I screwed up and forgot to look when it reset. Omni and I were playing. And I had the 2 dailies for 225, and it just completed on me.
Man.
I didn't get an opportunity to re-roll it. It's like, damn it.
That happens every time, without fail. If I forget to check, and I'm playing once the new ones pop up, it's always the 2 wins.
Oh, yeah.
Every time. Alright, so we should pick a winner now.
All right, sounds good.
Alright, drum roll, please.
Oh, man, if I only had the drum roll loaded up. Who's going to be the winner? Twinkie.
Congratulations. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna send it to them after the stream or something like that?
Yeah, I'll send it over through Twitch chat off of your channel after as soon as we get done.
I see. So
I tell you what,
Twinkie,
Twinkie's
you gotta stick around till the end.
Twinkie is deserving. Twinkie's around as much as possible, so that's definitely a deserving winner right there. Congrats there, Twinkie. I'll get it sent to you as soon as we're done streaming here. I think Twinkie might even be in Discord. That would make it even easier. Not that it's difficult to send a message, but...
Okay, the only thing that pops out to me right now is a match that says wrong builds. Demon's Lair, 720 eye power. I don't know.
Wrong builds. It's got to be
wrong builds.
It's got to be.
You
Got to be one for
gotta
us.
check it.
Anyway,
Hoping
Grats.
to win a second Dryad.
Graps again there, Twinkie. Yeah, like I said, Twinkie's definitely been around watching DD2 streams for a long time, so couldn't have been a more deserving person. Who do we got? We got Wrecked.
We found one.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what happened here? Alright, let me help with my DPS apprentice. Well, we've got a very interesting build here. What is this?
This is
5
the
PDTs.
This is the 2-minute.
One of them actually
PDT
almost
build.
went down too.
This is real similar to the little 2-minute PDT build I do. Well, I can't say 2 minutes. It's more like 2 minutes and 40 seconds. I usually average, I think.
But that's solo, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's
I got this. Oh, he blew it up.
Did you
I think
ever
I can
watch
cancel.
Scarecrow's builds on this map? He's not doing anything anymore. I'm sure he will after the update here. He'll probably come back and do some more vids. But have you ever watched any of his builds?
No.
He's got the coolest EV2 jump for this map to get up top.
Oh, I've seen I can't remember who it was. I've seen people EV2 jump like up this center set of gates.
Yep.
It ends up being like a little faster to get up there or something.
Yeah, I mean it shaves it. It definitely shaves a couple of seconds off each wave, but it adds a huge coolness factor. I can just never get that
really
jump
matters.
down. I mean, it just looks fun to do, you know. I can just never get the jump down properly. Now with the gun witch, you know, you can get some pretty serious speed going if you hop on your broom, you know, to get up those stairs.
Oh, for sure.
Uh-oh. We got baddies up in here. Nothing a little apprentice DPS won't fix.
Later, Panda. Thanks for hanging out.
Hey, thanks for following their DM, and thanks for subscribing there. So Flake. I hear you, Lion. I've never won any sort of giveaway on Twitch either. Now, I tell you the one that I really, really want to win, and everybody treats me like a douchebag when I enter because they assume I already have it or whatever, is when they do those, you can get any skin. You know,
oh man,
you can have any skin you want. I mean, how do you not pick one of the expensive ones, you know, just for the value? But the one I really want is that Guardian of the Molten Citadel. I want that skin more than anything, man. But I'm just not gonna. There. I can't pay for that, you know. Did you replay, or I'll replay too?
I hit replay.
Might as well let Samundra get us a medallion here.
Yeah.
Twinkie said that's the first giveaway they've ever won. That's awesome, man.
I've won one giveaway as well. It was actually the Dryad bundle.
Oh, nice. You didn't need to win that one, did you?
Before well, at the time when I won it, like I wasn't like. I wasn't an influencer at the time, whatever.
You weren't on the cool kids list?
Like they were. I wasn't on the cool kids list yet. It was talks with Isom like in between where I did, so I had a bundle to give away at the time. It was kind of cool.
Definitely. Yeah, man. Every time they do that any skin giveaway, I mean, it doesn't happen very frequently, but I've been there for all of them, and a couple of times it was like during Trendy Friday Fun, and there was only like 20 viewers. So, I mean, you had a pretty good chance of getting it, you know? Your odds were definitely in your favor as far as giveaways go.
So what you're saying is I need to stop telling people to go to the fun streams.
Well, lately he's been doing the Dryad bundles, which is, you know, is awesome for a lot of people. But, of course, once you already got the Dryad, it's not as exciting.
It's actually kind of surprising. They've done so many Dryad giveaways.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I think that's the only, other than, you know, any skin, which I think has happened maybe a couple times. I think that's the only one they've done.
Yep. Well, it's the newest hotness, you know.
I mean, November new. That was, how long ago now?
Right.
That was 3 months ago it came out.
Missing 100 mana. It could potentially be this 100 mana I've been holding on to right here, Samundra. It could be. Here, I'll go ahead and drop it right here. There, now Side's got it.
There's the core that you might have picked up. No, that ain't me, man.
No, that wasn't you. That's wrecked.
Please. I'm the shiniest apprentice right now.
You are very shiny.
Look at me. I sparkle.
Very shiny indeed. That skin on the Dryad looks nice too.
I like it on the Abyss Lord.
See, I don't have it on the Abyss Lord.
The only reason for that, though, because it looks like that Frozen character.
Oh yeah,
Frozen.
That's awesome.
Good joke.
Hell yeah.
Let it go.
That's definitely a better looking costume, I think, than that. I can't remember that Depths, whatever, the kind of squiddy costume. I've got
like
that one.
Lord? Tentacle Lord?
I got that one, but I just wish the tentacles were bigger or waved around or something. Oh, we noticed, Samundra. We were making you wait.
So you want tentacle physics, is what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah. I want to see some tentacles waving around or something. Or at least have bigger ones that are more noticeable. Maybe have like some serious octopus going on underneath. And you glide around on top of that.
I'm gonna help. I'm helping.
Look at you.
Man, I used to do this map like it was my job.
Lion's asking on YouTube if he's the only Austrian in stream. Could be. There will be a shitload of Austrians on my 2 a.m. stream tonight.
Are you doing a 2 a.m. stream tonight?
Yeah, it's amazing how many people should turn out for it.
That's way too... Wait, 2 a.m. your time?
Yeah.
Like, is that when you start?
Yeah.
Dude, that's 6 a.m. for me.
Yeah. That's too damn early.
If it was a weekday, my alarm would be going off.
That's usually
That's way too early.
6 a.m. for me is usually my bedtime. But just people turn out for it. I usually play on the European server. And, done a few public matches on the European server, and it's fun though. 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time there are. It's 2 a.m. for me. So for all you guys that complain about having to stay up till 2 a.m. to watch me stream, there, I'm paying it back.
By streaming during their breakfast?
Well, it's during the breakfast
Actually,
for the UK.
Like...
But it's like for Australia, it's about perfect. And like Samundra is in Nepal. So that's, I think he's 18 hours ahead of me. So it's, for him, it's actually later. It's a better time.
Apparently I picked the wrong Lava Guardian.
It happens.
I mean, this one spawned first?
My problem lately has been I've been popping on the wrong EV. I bust out, the EV thinking I'm going to lay down the elite deeps, and then I got my protoner there.
No, it's something.
Here, I'll actually come over and contribute on this one. There.
There you go. Lavamancer, or not Lavamancer, sorry. Best Lord DPS on the boss. You're welcome, everybody.
Perfect. Oh, I do too, Kevin. In fact, it's rare that I even see 11 a.m. That's why I miss usually all but the last 10 minutes of Sidewalk's morning streams. Right when he's ending, I'm finally waking up and I turn it on, and right as I turn it on, he says, "Alright, I'll see you guys later."
Yo, that stream ends at like... What time is that for me? It usually ends at like 3:30 my time, so that's like 11:30 your time, man.
Yeah. I mean, as late as I stay up, that's just easy. I mean, it's just early for me.
I guess, if you're going to bed at like 6.
Oh, yeah. I got a
11's
medallion.
early. It's only 5. You got a medallion?
A 747.
This game sucks. What the heck? Where's my medallion?
It's got crappy passives on it, but that's not going to matter here in 10 days. It's a keeper.
Man.
Very nice.
Jelly.
Thanks, there, Samundra. I appreciate it. Samundra says that your stream for him starts at midnight.
At midnight?
Midnight his
It's
time.
not that late.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Unless you got shit to do the next day.
I mean, if you're like me, midnight is like prime time. There's a couple of DD2 streamers that go late, or that start around midnight my time. They're I don't know. They're mixed as far as the. I don't want to say the quality of the streamer, but I guess the quality of the heroes. A lot of them are doing. They're just learning the game and going through the campaign or whatever. But it is good to see that there is people streaming it. I mean, it's not 24/7, but it would be nice if there was some sort of DD2 stream going, all day long.
Yeah, it'd be nice if there was always content. I
Yeah.
saw earlier today there was like 6 streams going. I think it was middle of the afternoon my time, so like late morning, early afternoon for you.
Dang. That's awesome. You know, I haven't seen the Viking guy lately. I don't hardly ever run into his streams. I can't even remember his name, to be honest with you. But he seems
Probably
like
something Viking.
the dude that wears the Viking hat with the horns.
Yeah.
He just seems like a really nice person. I don't know. He doesn't take any bullshit in his streams. He doesn't allow anybody to act up or anything. But he just seems like a genuinely nice person. And, you know, of course, how do you really convey that? Either that or he smokes a ton of weed. That's a possibility, too. He could just be
Why not both?
really, really laid-back, weed-smoking dude. You know, and there's a chance of that. You'd think with the Viking helm he'd be a heavy drinker, but, you know, the Vikings had weed, too.
Oh, for sure.
Anyway, so we are at 5 o'clock. Do you, what are your thoughts? You got time for one more, or?
I could do another. If that's what the people want.
Oh, there it is. There's the one right there. I'm just going to join us because I know who it is. Nobody else calls their combos the Wombo combo but Omni.
Oh boy.
Dang it, Omni, boot some people. You got one too many people in your group.
We've got someone in our group here. When did that happen?
Oh. Who is that? Let's see. Alright, we got Noelos in here. Sorry, Noelos. I hate to do it to you, man. Oop, it won't let me anyway.
Well, there's the alternative of leaving and reforming, too.
Yeah. That's definitely Omni. He's gonna have to kick somebody. Sorry, Omni. You're gonna have to pick the weakest link and tell him you's got to go.
EC Wombo combo. Oh, I want to see it if that's what you guys were talking about before.
That's what it is. I know it's got to be Omni. Just boot somebody, Omni. They don't want to be there anyway. They're intimidated by your greatness.
They don't appreciate you like we do.
That's right.
That's the thing. Like, we're talking about it so much now that like, I wouldn't be surprised if people are gonna try to join the game.
Omni doesn't like to boot people, which is understandable. I mean, nobody wants to be that guy, but sometimes you just got to do it.
Yeah, it's not even on the list now.
Ah.
Need builder, need DPS. DPS, no build, please.
Nope, he even sent me a message. I didn't hear the Steam notification. He sent me a message saying he was going to build it out. Let's see. I told him to boot some people so we can join. Yep. He says join him now. I'm just going to join right off of him on my...
The list says 3 of 4.
Yeah, it says 3 of 4. There we go.
Oh, man.
Did you get it?
I didn't go.
Oh, god damn it.
Well, I mean, the game's full now, right?
He sent me a message and said join now. So I was assuming he's going to have to boot somebody else here.
Oh,
there's a spot
I'm
open.
joining now.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm coming in now.
Very nice. He told me it was forest biome. This is not forest biome.
Isn't it like poachers or something?
Yeah.
What a liar.
Let's see. So he's going to have one lane for us to look at. But watch the elemental chaos when the numbers go red. and then watch the damage done. The numbers will flash red just for like a second. Come
On
over all the
inside.
way to this far right lane. And then after the numbers go red, look at the damage done number. It like spiked like over 1 million just from that one shot. Looks like the inside one is doing the most. It's at 12 million now. And the other's at 9 million, yeah. So the inside one is doing the most damage. I'm going to go up top here, see if I can find a perch where I don't have to worry about mobs bashing on me. Oops. And try not to fall off the ledge.
Let me get tanky. Wait, I can get tankier than this. There we go. I'm just gonna stand here. Don't mind me. DPS 1, what a solid number.
Oh, maybe we're going to have a glitchy tooltip. Let's see. I mean, it was showing that DPS 1 for me as well.
Well, it just went up. It's going up like that. Just went up like 800k in one shot.
Yeah, and it's from
That's at 14 mil. Yeah, like going up hundreds of whatever per hit. Well, that makes sense. His attack damage is like 160k with 3 frosties on it.
Yeah, but I mean, going up,
yeah,
that's a significant amount. You know, even with
lot,
that.
Yeah.
It
What
works
are they,
out
3 or 4?
when you look at the, you know, at the chance of it proccing for 40% additional damage without consuming a charge. It's multiplying that by like 3 times. It seems like it's doing more than what should be 40% additional damage. There's no doubt.
Well, the base on these are what, like probably 40k damage, and they're going up to 160 with the frosty buffs.
Yeah.
And then you get the extra damage on top of that. Even without this combo, they're hitting freaking hard.
Oh yeah. But there's just something funny with it every time the numbers go red like that.
I'm not seeing any red numbers. Oh, there we are. Ooh.
Yeah, it happens all the time, Felix. There's this game is very popular in Germany, I think. My chat gets taken over by Germans speaking German quite frequently.
By German speaking German.
I have no clue what they're saying. They could be saying, this guy's a complete asshat. Why the fuck are we watching him? But who knows? But yeah, it's a popular game in Germany, for sure.
Okay. I just want to punch things.
Yeah, without getting...
Yeah, those things are doing work.
Without getting the tooltip... See, I think it's maybe because we joined late. We're not seeing the accurate tooltip. If we're seeing the accurate tooltip, you could see that DPS number go up into the millions. Just for a second. But it's just... You know, it'll go up as high... Like we did it with boost beams and... Or buff beams and boost arrows and everything stacked up. And it was going up as high as like 7 and 8 million damage per second. Just for like 1 second. But I mean, doing 8 million damage per second, though, how many seconds do you really need? You know?
Yeah, for sure.
It just just rips out the damage. Can't speak. I'm all excited about it still because it's like it's definitely something that's bugged, but we just can't figure out exactly what it is. There was somebody, the late night stream last night, I think there was someone from Trendy there that said they were going to take a few clips of the stream. It was a name I didn't recognize, but for some reason it seemed like a Trendy employee possibly. I wish we were seeing the real number so you could see just the amount. It's just insane. But I mean, that one Elemental Chaos is up to 22 million right now. The inside one.
Crazy.
Thanks for subscribing there, Axel. I appreciate it. I would say probably 5 years, maybe, Lion. What do you think there, Side? If there was a DD3 to be released, when do you think it would happen?
If DD3 is released, I mean, DD2 isn't even released yet.
Right. I mean, that's definitely looking way off. But it would have to be, at minimum, I would say 5 years.
5 years after release, maybe.
Yeah.
No, maybe not. I mean, from release to release, if they were to do another like open early access thing like this, yeah, I could see that.
I think even
I
with even with the hate they've gotten about the early access tag, I mean, I could still see it as being a successful business model for Trendy. I mean, why would they not try it again unless it was just overly frustrating for them? Because you don't see it in a lot of other games. I mean, the Long Dark game I've been playing, it's been in early access since 2014, and you don't see anyone saying a word about when are you going to come out of early access. But
Yeah,
man,
I've been seeing more of that early access comments recently than I have in the past. Like, I don't know why it's picked up so much recently.
it definitely
Maybe
has.
maybe. Well, I mean, if you're saying it too, then maybe. Like, maybe my perception was wrong and just kind of, you know, seeing it now and wasn't seeing it before when it existed. But I don't know why it seems like it's being brought up so much recently.
It is. It's just being brought up a ton. It seems like, in the, I mean, not to just directly go to bat for them on the whole thing. I mean, obviously, I want to see the game released too. But I mean, it says it right on the damn description page before you download it. This is our early access title. Things will change. Blah blah blah. You know. I mean, it's got all the info right there.
Yeah, for sure.
That, and then the people hating on the whole. But I grinded all this stuff out for nothing. It's like it's a difficulty increase. I mean, it's going to happen every time there's a difficulty increase. You're going to have to re-get all your stuff. It's just...
Yeah, for sure.
It's the progression of the game, you know? If you watch the...
Nick, thank you for the follow.
If you watch the oil geysers on this far left lane, they're hitting the flyers really, really well. Right here. Not all of the flyers are making it all the way to them, but the ones that make it to them get stopped right there.
Ooh, if there's two things I love in this game, it's reflect balls and oiled flyers. I couldn't think of the first one there to make the joke. Skyguards, there we go. I talk way too much about Skyguards, so yeah, it's Skyguards and oiled flyers.
The oily flyers is definitely a nice touch. You do, your placement has to be perfect. But once you look at the placement and you get it down, though, it does so much. And you see these flyers coming down on this lane. I mean, they just come to a dead stop.
Oh my god.
The second that oil goes off. They're like creeping.
Yeah, this Elemental Chaos that he rebuilt is doing quite a bit in this lane. It's already reached,
Oh, I didn't
how much
realize.
is that?
I didn't realize he rebuilt it.
8 mil in this one wave. 17 charges used.
Dang. So that's... Ooh,
Oh, no, we lost the
frostbite
Frosty.
down. We got a baddie
Maybe a
coming
beetle
in.
get through or something. What up? Like it's on the side lane. Everyone, run to that lane now.
This lane will be destroyed instantly.
Also, Nick, I do viewer games quite often. That's probably gonna change once the patch comes out in, well, less than 2 weeks now. That being said, though, if you are new to the game, I don't like to... Well, I restrict my games to people who have completed the campaign, so if you haven't completed the campaign, then that wouldn't be possible.
Yeah, I think
Sorry,
that's a
the
pretty
later
good
player.
rule.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's going to be limited for sure going up through the chaos. So once we're all back to, like, you know, the top of the thing again, I think I'm probably going to restrict it to, like, Chaos 4 or 5. Instead of doing, like, just campaign now.
Right.
The only reason, you know, I don't care if other people do it or whatever, but the only reason I'm saying, like, you know, as long as we finish the campaign is because I don't see much reason for Nightmares 3 and 4 to exist in the current state of the game.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely... I've been telling people that, too, for a week or so. I mean, if you're pushing new content, you have to have a predetermined team. You know, You can't just open it up to anybody and expect to succeed, because it's, in a lot of cases, it's going to be maps that you've never beat yourself yet.
Oh, for sure.
So, I mean, that's kind of a given, I think. I mean, I feel the same way. I think most people would understand that. I mean, we do, but between the two of us, we do a whole lot of new player carries. You know, getting people. I had a guy last week go from like item power 200 to 650 in one run. And another crappy Frosty. I'm sure glad that I didn't continue to grind this thing looking for the perfect Frosty weapon. Considering now it won't matter in another 10 days.
Yeah. You know, I actually, my Frosty weapon I got from, God, probably back in 2015 or something.
Yeah.
Like after it came out. But before it was like a, you know, back when it was a random drop. And then it didn't get hurt, I think, in whenever one of those, like, gear reroll things that happened. I got super lucky with that thing to carry over, get it back then and carry over into now.
Yeah.
Defense power 50%.
See, I had the perfect Frosty set before that change, but I didn't fall on the good side of that reroll. I was at 50% between all the pieces that you needed. But then, of course, when it re-rolled to the weapon, I ended up getting a really, really low one. And I had to go farm another one up. And I mean, the difference between, I think mine is 48% now, but the other passives are perfect. So the difference between 48% and 50% is small enough for me not to bother continuing, because I did it so many bazillions of times.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother with that.
But, yeah, man. Gonna be lots of potential here, though. I cannot wait. I mean, it's only 10 days away, but I wish it was coming tomorrow.
Why? Tomorrow's almost too soon.
Yeah,
man.
tomorrow might be a little soon, but just for the
Could you
Defender
imagine, like,
medals.
oh, surprise! We got the date wrong. It's actually this Tuesday.
It goes live in 90 minutes.
But I'm still not sure, like, what it's gonna, like, how my content's gonna be come patch, like, what I'm gonna do for streams and stuff. Because I've been on the same structure, like, for a while now.
Well,
I just don't know what's gonna happen to my content. I mean, I'll just play the game, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be a lot of stuff that probably you're going to be wanting to do offline, too, you know? I mean,
I'm wondering how much offline I'll do.
There's going to be a lot of figuring out. I thought about just going ham and streaming nonstop for a few days, but on the same note, I mean, I'm going to, you know, people come to my channel for the guides and all that stuff, and to do all that, I can't be live streaming even as much as I am now and be able to get it all done. I've been live streaming a lot the last couple of weeks. I've had 2 live streams a day pretty much, almost every day for the last couple of weeks, and it's been
That's a lot, dude.
I mean, it's been fun, but it's too much to think that I'm going to be able to spend any time doing any video editing and any real figuring things out, you know. I mean, there'll definitely be a live stream on day 1 for sure. But
other than, like, well, I was gonna say, like, how are you gonna do guides until you hit to the end and, you know,
right, you
learn
gotta
things more. But you'll have guides on, like, you know, things you learned even from the first day with shards and stuff.
Right.
Too, so I guess.
I mean, it's definitely going to be a learning process, and I mean, like you said, you can't the real end game guides. I mean, obviously, you can't do a guide until you can do it, and you know, if we were able to load up on day 1 and pop into a Chaos 5 map and actually pull off even one wave, I think I would be hugely disappointed.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, if we jumped in there just to say fuck it and go for it, just to check it out and see what it looked like, we should get our faces rolled.
You know, I might actually do that.
I'm gonna have to do it just for fun, you know?
Go in there and just get decimated by all the 5 new enemies.
Yeah.
No idea what's going on.
Well, I tell you, since people since Trendy actually made it, I'll throw my disclaimer in before I go and break any NDAs. Since Trendy actually publicly announced that they didn't care who was mentioned was in the RPG and who is not, I happen to know that Hodor has been going to town in the RPG. He logs a lot of hours, and I know it's all been RPG stuff. So Hodor is going to be a hot commodity come day one because I know there's a lot of people that are in the RPG, but Hodor, for one, really, really analyzes stuff, you know? And his brain is going to be full of information. There, everyone spam Hodor invites now.
There you go. Out in them.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I think that whole, like, knowing who's in it or not kind of went away when they just made the whole title thing in their official Discord. Everyone's names highlighted who's part of it.
Right, absolutely. But I mean, it says it right in there in the NDA, you know? I mean, every NDA says it, you know, that it's breaking the NDA if you even mention the NDA, you know? They all say that, but Trendy's good, seems good with not caring about who knows who's in it, and that's cool, you know? I still wish they took the route that, like, some of the bigger name games did and did, like, a public test realm. I think it would be fun as hell to have a PTR stream every week.
I was thinking about that, and I don't know how you do that with a game that's so loot-based.
Well,
would you lose all your stuff? I mean, how they do the test now, I think they have separate accounts. Like,
you definitely have separate accounts. Yeah. Like,
all
the...
setting that up for just open everyone seems like it might be a bit of a pain to do.
Well, it could be, but the results you get back... Yeah, the results you get back would be huge. Yeah, I mean, look, World of Warcraft just comes to mind because they've had their PTR system functioning for so long. But when there's a new expansion or whatever coming, there's like 1 million people playing on their PTR. I mean, that gives them just such a massive database of information of all the new stuff.
I mean, people who play on that, do they use their current accounts? Do they make a fresh one kind of thing and start from scratch?
How it works there, it's always a duplicate account. They never let you keep, you know, every company, it's always going to be a duplicate account, I think. But how World of Warcraft does it is you create a separate account, you link your accounts, and then you can actually copy your heroes over. Now, you don't get to keep any of that loot or whatever. Your hero is just a copy. But
so it's, you basically copying that, and you're copying your account, playing it there, but then you lose that progress.
Right. And it's, I mean, you look at every World of Warcraft update or big patch or whatever comes out, I mean, the amount of bugginess is always really, really slim. There's almost nothing. You know, I mean, there's always something, but it's just with them, it seems like it's so small. You know, the amounts.
Yeah, I can see DD2 doing that if they so chose.
I mean, it would give them a ridiculous amount of information. I guess it depends, too, on the success of this current RPG, as I know they opened it up to more people than they previously had. And, I
think,
you know,
more than double the previous investors.
That, and they've got, you know, no offense to the old guys, but they've got some people that are actually going to log serious hours on it, and not just play it for a couple of hours and fill out a survey, you know? I mean, you can't just play something for a couple of hours and fill out a survey and think that you've actually contributed, other than, like, you know, server stability, stuff like that. But, you know, people like Hodor in the RPG is a huge benefit for the game because, like I said, I mean, he's been on... Let me look right now. I bet he's online right now. Or no, I spoke too soon. He's not playing right currently. But it seems like every time I have actually looked for him over the last couple of weeks, he's been playing and will not communicate with you. He's the perfect RPG person. He believes the loose lips sink ships, so he doesn't say anything to anyone. But I know he's logging massive hours in it. So
that's good.
It's like, come show us the way on first day, Hodor.
I'm wondering about that, because I know people who are in it, and I'm wondering, like, do I want to play with them come patch, or do I want to try to, like, go through it myself for a bit and actually avoid them because they do know stuff.
I think the first time you log in, you have to do that, or you're missing out on too much fun. If you don't pop in and look at all the confusion on your own without any help from anyone else.
Oh yeah, I wanna.
That'll be a blast, you know.
I wanna go in as blind as possible, or I mean, as blind as everyone else, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. That, I mean, it's, you know, with any kind of game like this, that's such a huge part of the fun is just figuring things out, you know. Once you figure it all out, it's nowhere near as exciting. Man, that's just a graphics bug on this guy.
What up?
This dude here was shooting, this oh frick yeah guy was shooting off into space. Oh, he's gone.
Oh!
It looked like he had one of the Terraria weapons, but it was shooting one straight line and not showing the whole column. I don't know. I'm sure it had to have been something, just a graphics glitch, or maybe that wasn't a Terraria weapon and I just got a bad look at it. It's a possibility too. But anyway, guys, enough of me babbling. I think that will do it for us for today. But thank you guys for all coming out.
Thanks for tuning in.
And somebody asked earlier, and I forgot to answer. But I mean, yeah, you know, there's, with the exception of like holidays or anything else, Sidewalk and I are going to stream every Saturday at 3 p.m. as long as it keeps working out for us. And you know, last week I was sickly, so I bailed on it. But I think we'll plan on doing it for a while here. And if you guys enjoy it and keep watching. And then Twinkie, stick around.
If you enjoy it.
Absolutely. Twinkie, stick around and I'll get that Dryad code over to you. But that will do it. So we'll see you guys later.
Man. Bye.